Good news, everybody. This is Wolfota coming directly to you through the power of the internet via the YouTube video platform. Now, this video is the mere hours just before the Nintendo Switch event, which will take place in Japan. I won't bother exactly saying how long it will take because Nintendo has stated what time frame it will take, but there's really no point in bothering with saying that because Nintendo usually goes a little over or under. There's some variations because this is a live event and it's gonna vary a little bit. So got blinded by my light there. This is gonna be a live event with subtitles. So Nintendo said it's gonna be this amount of time. It's gonna vary. So there we go. First and foremost, I have a series of personal predictions based on evidence that's floated around. And before I go into that, by the way, for everyone to know, this is North American time, Canada, Mexico, through Central America into South America. The Nintendo Switch event will take place at 8 p.m. Pacific time if you're on the west coast of the United States. If you are in the mountain range, the Rocky Mountains, it'll be 9 p.m. And the Midwest, which is where I live, it will take place around 10 p.m. And if you're on the East Coast, it will be 11 p.m. This is a rare case where Nintendo actually has its event later in the evening. Usually it's early in the morning. So, there we go. That's my notes on the Switch event. So, everything else from here on is completely off the top of my head. Okay, first and foremost, there's a great deal of many rumors floating around that the Nintendo Switch will have a Super Mario game, a Splatoon game, have Skyrim, have NBA Jam, and we'll have Pokemon. And we'll have Mario Kart. Now, all these, except for the Pokemon one, we already saw in the trailer event, the trailer quite some time back. I do feel that there is a high probability we will be getting a Pokemon game. Pokemon Sun and Moon kinda takes a lot out of the Nintendo 3DS. It's clearly Game Freak pushing the 3DS to its limits. The only other game I have for the 3DS, only a handful games, take as long as Pokemon Sun and Moon does when it starts up. So clearly this game is designed to do a bit more than what the 3DS can do. I have the standard 3DS. I have a standard 3DS XL. I don't have a new Nintendo 3DS XL, which I will get at some point. I have a whole nother video, I have notes on that, talking about various theories and patterns that are occurring with the Nintendo 3DS. Nintendo's official statement on the Nintendo Switch is that it is a that is a home console, and henceforth it would be the replacement to the Wii U. However, there are many speculations and a lot of arrows pointing in the direction of the Nintendo Switch also being the replacement to the Nintendo 3DS. And the new Nintendo 3DS, which is kind of sad for those people who just recently purchased a new Nintendo 3DS. But at the same time, remember the new Nintendo 3DS has 3DS, new Nintendo 3DS games, not very many new Nintendo 3DS games, and DS games, as well as a fairly large catalog of Virtual Console and eShop games on it. So, even if you get a new Nintendo 3DS and the Switch comes out, you're still going to be good. for quite some time because there's a ton of games out there. The prices are going to go way down. You're good. The people who are thinking about getting into the Nintendo Wii U, you're pretty much going to have to find a Nintendo Wii U soon or within the next few months when the Nintendo Switch releases. There will be a whole bunch of Nintendo Wii U's that go into the stores. I mean, used ones go into like GameStop and stuff like that. That'll be for sale. This will be your great opportunity to get into a Nintendo Wii U if you want to get a Nintendo Wii U. From all indications, other than this and that, the stock of the Nintendo Wii U is cut off or blocked off at a specific level, and that's going to be it. And there's not going to be very many Wii U's out there, and there's a lot of good games for the Nintendo Wii U. So it's going to be a collector system someday. Okay? But back to the Switch games. There's also rumors that there's going to be a Metroid game. A Metroid Prime game for the Nintendo Switch. It's not going to be a launch title. I can definitely say that this rumor actually has a lot of validation behind it because quite some time back, Nintendo released this game, Federation Force, that many people don't like, and Nintendo has gone on the record stating that Metroid Prime Federation Force is the set up to the next mainline Metroid Prime game. So, it's going to take place between Metroid Prime 3 and, off the end of the Metroid Prime 3 and 2, 3 into the 4th, and it's going to set up for the Metroid Prime 4. Sorry for saying it so awkwardly. So, it's official that a long time ago, when Nintendo was showing us off this game called Metroid Prime Federation Force, a part of the fact was that this game is the set up to the next mainline Metroid Prime game, which will be a mainline story game with Samus. So, for all those people who do not play Metroid Prime Federation Force, you are going to start Metroid Prime 4, or whatever they call it, not knowing exactly why it's there because Metroid Prime Federation Force was the setup for it. Now that leaves only the question whether the next Metroid Prime game or the next mainline Metroid game is going to be a 3DS game or the Nintendo Switch. It's going to be a Nintendo Switch game, most likely. Nintendo clearly seems to be shifting towards a singular platform. And in the case of the Nintendo Switch, it seems to be that. So I can say this for sure, that if there is going to be another Metroid, a mainline Metroid game, it will be on the Nintendo Switch or the next system after that, or so on and so forth, because it's not going to be on the Nintendo 3DS, most likely not. The new Nintendo 3DS is at its limit, and the Nintendo 3DS is at its limit as well. So they're already old systems. I can say that for sure. Any future Metroid Prime games, Nintendo Switch. Another Mario game, 3D one, yes. A new Super Mario Bros. That is most definitely going to be on a Nintendo Switch. The question is at what time frame. Nintendo likes to release those moderately early, so there we go. There's also potentiality that we're going to get another Animal Crossing game. I would really like that, but that's probably not going to be early launch game. Unless the whole fact we got Amiibo Festival was just simply a filler on the Wii U so the staff could focus on the mainline Animal Crossing game. And Animal Crossing games do tend to do better on on handheld platforms than the consoles. And the Switch is a gateway console between home and portables. So there we go. There is going to be a lot of stuff. As I said before, there's going to be Legend of Zelda not Twilight Princess, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. There will be Legend of Zelda, not Legend of. I'm stuck on Legend of Zelda. Okay, and I said Legend of Zelda. I'm like, oh my god. Uh, there'll also be Splatoon. People keep asking, will there be another Splatoon? And like they showed video of it, and it's another new major franchise, and Nintendo seems to be really interested or really into the whole esports. Yes, Orange, you can play Splatoon after I'm done. uh, my cat. But there will be Splatoon. We will see Splatoon. We will see a Mario game. We will see a Legend of Zelda game. We will probably see Legend Sonic 2017. We will see Sonic Mania most likely. We are going to see Skyrim. We're going to see a bunch of third-party games as well as Nintendo first-party games. There's a very good chance we're going to see Pikmin 4, because a Pikmin game is typically a Pikmin game is typically released in the first 2 years of a Nintendo console or platform. The only exception to this is Pikmin for the 3DS and Pikmin 2, which I guess is half of the franchise. So don't chew me apart because I said most Pikmin games come out in the beginning half of the system's lifespan. I was trying to push a point there. Uh, but Pikmin games commonly come out for the Nintendo systems early on in their life. Shigeru Miyamoto has said that Pikmin 4 is almost done, and the next Super Mario Brothers game, Super Mario game, is also nearing completion. So you are most definitely going to see those two games early on. There's also a high probability we're going to see a Super Smash Brothers. We might even see a Xenoblade Chronicles X re-release for the Nintendo Switch. That will be most likely handled by another company, as Monolith Soft, which is consistent of mostly Squaresoft employees and new people they hired over the years. New people, is also working on another project for the Nintendo Switch. That is not as I forget what they said. I'm going right off the top of my head. But anyways, that is what we're going to see most part. We will see a bunch of accessories. We'll get a closer look at Nintendo Switch. If you want me to do reviews of a particular game, please type it in the comments section below, first and foremost, okay? I will try to get a Nintendo Switch as soon as possible. I'm going to reserve it as soon as possible. And I'm going to reserve as many games as possible. However, I do have limited funds, so there. First and foremost, please note that any Splatoon, I'm going to automatically allot 10 votes to Legend of Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Splatoon, and Skyrim. Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Those are the 3 games I'm going to automatically allot 10 voting points to in the comment section. So I'm going to put a post down there. I'm going to automatically put, okay, here's some of the games we're most likely going to get. These are the 3 games I'm automatically allotting 10 points to. Or in the case of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I will buy both versions for the Wii U and the Nintendo Switch if it's still coming out for the Wii U. So I'll do a review on those. I really should get into doing reviews more often. Maybe people will very much enjoy my reviews. Okay? thank you very much for watching this video. Please leave a like or dislike if you really hate my videos for whatever insane reason. Uh, feel free to do so. Uh, please consider putting a like down if you do like my videos or my videos are just okay. At some point, I will upgrade this whole thing, but still, I'm basically living like Edward Nygma in Batman and Robin. I live in a tube with stuff stacked to the ceiling. This is a ceiling. This is an attic ceiling right here. This right here isn't. This is not an. I live in an attic. This is actually the ceiling right here to the roof. Say like if I took a knife this long and stabbed it through the ceiling, you'll see the knife go out the roof. This is actually the roof right here. This angle right here, you see? That's actually the roof line. The gutters are right about here. So please vote for reviews down below. If you have any suggestions, anything, just put them in the comments below. If you want to promote your channel, go ahead and put it down below. I keep finding people who put their promotions in my videos, and then the YouTube spam bot grabs them. No, spam. Okay, no, seriously. Approve. Okay? I'm not gonna hit the dislike on that. People just want to have their stuff seen. If someone does actually leave a link in the description below that leads to a site that is not good, please leave a comment on that and tell me so I then can eject that comment. I don't go to all the sites. Seriously. I got like 20 different accounts. I'm like too busy. 20 different accounts spread across multiple social media sites. I really don't have the time to go chasing down all the stuff. I'm visiting people who leave comments in my comment section below and checking out their channels. Okay, so if you leave a comment down below in the comment section, I'm going to come over to your channel and find out about what do you do. I'm going to check out your oldest video and your newest video, and maybe another video in between that I enjoy. If you happen to subscribe to my channel, I will subscribe to your channel most likely, and I will watch a few of your videos. And after a while, I may or may not unsubscribe or maintain subscription. You know what? Honestly, I'm not going to subscribe to someone that I do not enjoy watching. But I do personally believe in supporting other small YouTubers. I've actually been thinking about various projects that may help out many small YouTubers quite substantially. It's just a matter of getting the time to do it, okay? So, once I get it started and off it goes, it's all okay, okay? Seriously? You like my shirt, by the way? Yeah, I am classically trained. Many hours of Super Mario Brothers. So, thank you very much for watching this video. Please, as I said before, leave comments below. Please hit the like button, dislike button. Please consider subscribing to my channel and give me time. Check out some of my previous videos. As I said before, this is mostly a news channel, but I do have some thought piece sections I throw in there. Things I notice about video game culture, observations with various companies, history, all kinds of things. So if you happen to like watch a really old video, I will often ramble off at the tail end into another subject, and I will cite statistics and the history of various companies and so on and so forth here and there. So whatever you like to see more of, please tell me, because that's one of the few things I know. If you really want to support my channel, please consider doing all those other things I told you before, but also please tell me what you like, and please, yeah, that's like, Ghost hands. Oh. But anyway, seriously, if you check out any of my older videos and you happen to see like an old series I started up and I stopped and I started up again or anything like that, and you happen to like something, please point it out to me and tell me. I personally have found that I'm happier just telling you the news story, telling you what I think of it, and then just rambling off into the sunset on the stories. Maybe like do 2 news stories and then just ramble the rest of the way for a few minutes. So I can ramble for eternity. Thank you very much for watching, and there'll be another video very shortly. I might even just do a video immediately after the Nintendo Switch event and tell you what I think. Okay? Super? Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. And see you in the next video.